Chelsea is with the folks from Nourish Cafe. They are working on a sweet treat.
That's right, Joe. We're talking cupcakes, chocolate mousse. We've got a little bit of everything today. We're here with Chef Garrick Ogburn. He's with Nourish Cafe, and I'm so excited about this morning because it's going to be really, really sweet.
I think so too. What I love about this recipe is going to be a chocolate mousse recipe. So who doesn't love chocolate?
Sure.
But still, the great thing about this recipe, it can be used as the dessert. And we've got a few other surprises in mind with it as well.
Yeah, so you'll have to stay tuned for the whole show today to see what we're making with this. Now, we want to go ahead and get started. The key ingredient, chocolate.
Chocolate. The recipe that we have, and the better the ingredients that you have, the better it's going to be.
Sure.
But this one, simple enough, store-bought chocolate chips.
So folks at home can make this.
Easy, easy. So 12 ounces, and that's usually about the package size for the chocolate chips. I'm having to do that on a double boiler. At home, microwave. 1 minute, a minute and a half, 30 seconds at a time. Stir it every 30 seconds, 3 minutes, it'll be, a minute and a half, 30 seconds, it'll be done.
Oh, so that's super easy.
It's really easy.
Yeah, definitely keep that in mind.
Keep it warm and off to the side. I'm just trying to watch this guy right here.
Make sure that melts. Now we've got some key ingredients over here to make our mousse. It's not just the chocolate chips, as we all know. I see some eggs. Do I see some milk?
Eggs.
Yeah.
Milk, heavy cream. So just a 3/4 of a cup of the heavy cream, 1 cup of milk, 4 eggs, and 3 tablespoons total of sugar, and then some flavoring if you like. I've got peppermint extract to go with the holiday ones, but vanilla of course can be your favorite one. But we're going to play around with some other flavors too if you want to use orange extract or chocolate orange, which is one of my personal favorites. Yeah. That makes it so delicious.
Oh, so we want to go ahead and get started here. Are we going to start mixing things up?
We can. We're going to, for the milk and eggs, first the chocolate is going to be melted.
Yeah.
That's going to go down here. Right now, I need to separate these eggs to make the custard part.
So do you keep the egg yolk? Do you not with this? I know some recipes call for the whole egg and some you don't need it.
This one is just going to be using the egg yolk. But I mean, you're only going to save my whites for either an omelet.
Something yummy to go with it,
good,
huh?
something healthy instead. So
Love it.
This way it all goes together.
So while we're making this, we want to go ahead and talk about the cafe, what you guys have to offer for our friends right here on the Gulf Coast.
In my cafe, we are located inside the Moore YMCA. So I do more variations of healthy cuisine. My salad, my Nourish salad is my favorite one because I created a vegan almond aioli.
Wow.
So, and that one is what I call my hippie ranch. That's my big claim to fame.
I love that. So you guys have a lot to offer. We want to talk about hours you're open, when people can come see you if they just want to stop by or if they're getting done with a workout at the YMCA.
If you're working at the Y or working downtown, 10 to 2 right now with all the restrictions.
Yeah, so definitely keep that in mind. We've got our egg yolks in here. Now, Garrick, when we come back, what are we going to be doing next?
I'll be making the custard and we'll heat the milk and temper these eggs.
It looks
and milk together.
So good. This is something you can make at home, perfect for next week if you need a dessert for your Thanksgiving lunch or dinner. It's so yummy, can be used on cupcakes or just the mousse itself, or maybe, hey, just with some peppermint, right?
True.
All right, we'll keep you updated on this. Joe?
Welcome back outside to our Jet Deck. Man, do we have a smorgasbord of treats here. Take a look at this display, y'all. This is absolutely incredible. Chef Garrick, you are doing great things here today with Nourish. Look at all this. You were just telling me how versatile this recipe is.
This is what I really love about this recipe. With a few little tweaks and experimentations, it's an easy recipe that you can take and make it your own. For one, in the recipe, and I'm sure we've got that shared with you.
Sure.
One version with the basic recipe, we have just the straight chocolate chips. You go to this grocery store, 12 ounces is all you need. Go with the bittersweet, deep chocolate. Look for something that says 70%, but if you have 60%, that's fine too. With the truffles, I took out and I got a bar of 100% cocoa, just the baking one, and that's only 4 ounces. So I substituted the 4 ounces into that, and the recipe comes out these really nice, rich truffles that you can flavor with all sorts of different fun things.
Well, tell me what you're doing here with this eggs and this milk and all that going on.
This is the hardest part of the recipe.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is a custard. So we have a hot milk that I need to temper into the egg yolks. And by tempering, all we're going to do is add a little bit to warm them up. So we don't get them too curdled right up front. Get them all nice and loose. Onto the stove.
Oh.
And the remaining amount of milk.
Look at this technique here. You know what you're doing. Hey, speaking of Chef Garrick knowing what he's doing, if you want to have an amazing night, an amazing event for yourself, Chef Garrick is doing something with that. They can have folks come out and make you a private dinner, a private meal. Tell us a little bit about that.
The private chef experiences, we have a lot of great caterers here in town. You can, so many to name. But instead of just hiring a caterer, I will come out and do an event at your house.
How cool is that, y'all?
Either it's something like this or some specialty item. Really, I want to find some people that want to have, experiment a little bit more.
And this is something you can do year round, but of course, right now is a fantastic time to do this with the holidays coming up, people trying to have smaller gatherings or just more intimate gatherings, and you want that private chef experience. You can get that with Nourish and Chef Garrick here. So tell the folks how they go about doing so. How do they get in contact with y'all to set something like this up?
We have the website, nourishcafemobile.com, and that's the easiest way.
And when they do this, can they tell you what they're looking for? Do you offer suggestions, or how do they decide what that dinner, what that private chef experience is going to look like?
As an artist, I love a great challenge.
Yeah.
So if someone says to me, I want to do Japanese cuisine, but I want to find something more. I want to do a ramen night. I want to learn some of those finer points of sushi that you're not going to get instead of just like something at a regular restaurant. I want to have that izakaya experience in my own home.
Wow. So just some examples there of the many things that you can do when you book a private chef. As we mentioned, all that information will be online, and we need to keep watching this because we're going to have these sweet treats for us, for you too, if you want to get in contact with them, coming up in just a little bit here on Studio 10. Chef Garrick, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Wednesday, it's a little cool outside, but we've got something to warm you up, and that's chocolate, warm chocolate. We are here with Chef Garrick from Nourish Cafe talking about a beautiful chocolate mousse just for you and your family today. Now, we're making the mousse now, but we've got an array of different things we can make from it.
We have everything that we have. We've got the straight chocolate mousse in a cup. Perfect dessert.
Delicious.
You prep these up, you put them in your cup beforehand, set them in the fridge. Comes dinner time, you just pull them out, and there you go. Maybe put a little cookie on it.
Nice. It looks so fancy.
So fancy. And then as cupcakes, or even as like icing itself, just make a cake and use this mousse as the icing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who's got time to make buttercream?
No, yeah,
Right.
No, especially on Thanksgiving, like holiday season,
Exactly.
you're always busy in the kitchen. Now, we're whipping up our egg mixture that we got here. You were just telling me you can also make eggnog from this.
Yeah, this is the custard. So this is the 4 egg yolks and 1 cup of milk, and I've cooked it to 165. You don't want to go over 175 because you can break it. You can curdle it. But right now, it's nice, light, and fluffy. I'm going to take the nice warm chocolate.
Whew, that looks so good. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I think a
You wanna dip a
chocolate
finger in there?
cupcake is very fitting for a beautiful Wednesday. Now, while you're stirring that up, getting the mousse all beautiful and together, we want to talk about the holiday season. If folks at home just don't want to cook coming up in the next couple of weeks, there's a solution to that.
Well, in the next couple of weeks, what I'm doing is out of my cafe and with myself at Nourish Cafe and with Nourish, I do private chef experiences at home. So we get to have a little more fun, do something that's out of the box, and maybe even learn a new technique.
Yeah,
My
this is
fish
awesome.
cooking class is one of my most popular ones.
Wow.
People want to learn how to cook fish. So most caterers will come in, they'll bring what you want, and you can order everything in the world. But if you want to come home and have a party and as an entertainment, you can learn how to cook fish or learn how to cook chocolate mousse.
This is awesome, so keep that in mind. I know you're pretty booked up within the next couple of weeks and for the holidays here, but folks can also get a gift card for that chef experience.
That's the easy one right now, because you're planning, you've got a party coming in later on, and you don't know what's the next couple of months going to bring. So.
All right, well, make sure you visit his Facebook page. Right there, you'll have all the information. We're gonna go, he's gonna continue to do that. I am going to treat myself to a chocolate cupcake with mousse. You gotta check him out online and at a store in Mobile. It is all so delicious. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, we'll see you soon. Mike.